Alright, welcome back to my playthrough of XCOM 2. This should be the 31st video, and coming up here will be the 31st mission of this campaign. Last mission, my soldiers actually got pretty banged up. I haven't fought too many of the Andromedons, and they're basically big giant mutons with like a mask on, or a helmet, and they have a plasma shotgun instead of a plasma rifle, which the mutons have. And he actually fired from his shotgun, he fired a grenade at me, and it was an acid grenade, and it ended up injuring 4 of my soldiers. You can see right here they are out for quite a long time, and those are 4 of my best soldiers. So I'm gonna have to possibly go into the next mission with some of my alternate soldiers, and I definitely need to move an engineer over to the Advanced Warfare Center so I can cut that healing down just a bit. So I'm gonna take this guy I've had in the defense matrix for a while, because I'm hoping that the defense matrix is going to come into play again in this game, just because I did build it quite early, and I sacrificed getting the proving ground to get the defense matrix instead. And if the defense matrix is only for that one UFO mission where your base gets shot down, then next time I do a playthrough, I'm probably just gonna skip it, because that UFO mission, base defense, I believe it was called Avenger Defense, it was pretty easy. I don't know if it was easy because I had the turrets, but I barely even had to fire any shots with my soldiers in that mission, and I think I completed it within, I believe 6 or 7 turns. So I don't really have anything to do as far as base management. My last 2 missions were a guerrilla ops and a council mission, and so now I believe the next mission will be a retaliation, just because it seems like there's always a guerrilla ops, then a council mission, and then a retaliation, just like the order that the game starts out. After the initial gatecrasher mission, you do a guerrilla ops, a council mission, and then retaliation by mission 4. And it seems like the missions just stay in that same order throughout the game. So I'm hoping there's a retaliation mission up next, because I have 3 mimic beacons, but I would like to have a 4th before I start going into the last few missions of this game. I'm not a big fan of the mimic beacons. I do think they are a bit overpowered, and I would play a lot safer and a lot differently if I didn't have the mimic beacons, but they are part of the game, and whenever I play a game, I take advantage of any... I always take advantage of any item that is legitimately supposed to be in the game, and even if it seems overpowered, that's just, it's part of the game. So you might as well take advantage of it. Now, if they took those mimic beacons out of the game completely, or even made them a little less powerful, like maybe could only take 1 hit, then I'd actually agree with that. So let's go ahead and go to the world map here. Okay, so I don't need any more soldiers at the moment, and I just finally got my Psi Labs in my last slot in my base. I don't really use the Psi soldiers. I've never used them in this game. I used them in the previous XCOM game, and it's really just not my play style. Yeah, I prefer just guns and grenades, basically, but You know, I have a Psy soldier that I just trained, and I have him getting an ability right now, and I'm gonna see if I can at least test them out in a mission in this game, just so I can see what they do, because this is by far the farthest I've gotten in XCOM 2. I managed a playthrough before and I lost halfway through it due to the avatar timer, but as you can see, I'm doing a much better this time as far as the avatar progress. So let's see if I can move a soldier to a resistance comms, or I might be able to upgrade this. Yeah, let's just go ahead and upgrade that resistance comms. And I think I only have 2 more places to make contact with before I have completely contacted the entire map here. So let's go ahead and scan here. That's going to allow my soldiers to get about a third of the way through their healing process. Okay, so I got a gas bomb. So I might test that out. Not quite sure what it does. Now, I didn't know what the proving rounds actually did until I got it in this playthrough, and I think I messed up by not getting it much earlier, because those experimental grenades and ammo help out tremendously. Proving ground, powered weapon, plasma blaster. Okay, so that's a powered weapon, so that must go on the powered armor that my grenader's wearing. So I'll probably test that out in my next mission. Do I have any more Elerium cores? Quick, so I don't actually have any more of those Elerium cores. I saved them up all throughout the game, and then when I finally got my proving ground down here in the 4th floor of the base, I used those cores up pretty quick. And I did sell some of them early in the game because I didn't know what they did. I didn't know what they were used for. So that was probably a mistake. Okay, so it looks like I've made contact with all of Asia here. Where do I need to go next? Okay, it looks like this is possibly the last... Yeah, this is the last place to make contact with, I believe. New Chile. So let's go ahead and fly down there. Oh, wow, okay, so I actually can't make contact there. And I might fly up to the black market if I have enough intel left over. Well, how much was that? 80, okay. So I am going to fly to the black market on my way there, just to see if there's any items I want to get for my soldiers. Plus, I'm just kind of wasting time while they heal up. Okay, so superior scope, superior hair trigger. Okay, it looks like these two I might want, so because I think I might want them and I don't have any use for intel after I do the 80 at this next place, I'm just going to go ahead and buy these. Okay, so let's check on the healing real quick. Okay, so it looks like some of my soldiers healed up, and then it looks like 4 days and 6 days. I really need at least one of these to heal up before the next mission, because I've done 30 missions in this playthrough so far, and then probably about 10 or 15 in my last playthrough. And I've never played an XCOM mission in this game without a specialist. So really I need at least my secondary specialist healed up. And I don't have any shadow projects to do except the Avatar Autopsy, which it's not currently allowing me to do. So he's going to be done in one day. So what I need is I need some more resistance comms for this last spot here. Okay, since I can't build anything at the proving ground right now, I'm going to go ahead and move this engineer over here. Let's fly on down here.
Setting course for the Chilean Controlled District.
And I do have a campaign story mission objective. It looks like it's a facility I have to attack over here in Australia. I've kind of been saving that for around the past 10 missions or so. I've been attacking other locations. So I do need to do that next after this retaliation. You know what? It didn't pop up a retaliation mission again. So now it's going back into guerrilla ops. So let's go ahead and take a look at these guerrilla ops here. Okay, that's a hidden event with a scientist. Okay, so this is a no-brainer here. There's this one, there's this one, but I don't even need to look at them because this one right here, if I don't counter it, it's going to add 2 blocks of progress to the Avatar project. That's the #1 dark event that you need to counter, with the second one being where it adds a minor breakthrough 1 block of progress. You always have to counter those. Even if your avatar is almost completely empty like mine is, you still want to counter that. It's going to give some intel, which that's going to allow me to buy some more items from the black market after my next supply drop when they get restocked. And this mission actually looks like it's the easiest mission out of all 3 of them. There are only 9 enemies, and other than the sectopod, there's just basic soldiers and vipers, and well, maybe an archon or 2. And that's good because my specialist didn't get healed up before this mission. So I might actually go into this mission with a few rookies, or not rookies, but a few soldiers that haven't reached maximum rank so that they can just get a bit more experience. So let's go ahead and clear out my entire squad just because I have to replace those 2 positions that my specialists took. And I do have 2 war suits now, so I'm going to bring 2 grenaders on this mission. Let's go with a hammer and Tiny. And I have to give him his suit. And then, because my other soldier has, other Grenader has so many different abilities he can potentially use, I'm going to put the experimental plasma blaster on him just to see what it does. It looks like it does quite a bit of damage. It has a long range. Ooh, and a giant radius. Wow. Huh. Okay, so it looks like it fires in a straight line. That's its AoE attack. So let's put that on him, because after he fires his 2 grenades, all he has left is his giant cannon. So let's give him that instead of the rocket. He will get... Okay, so he's gonna get his beam cannon back. I might have some better attachments to put on this weapon. Okay, I have this superior scope and hair trigger. I need to find a soldier to put those on, because those are 2 really good items. See what their shotguns are looking like. Okay, so I'm gonna just keep that. They have, I believe, laser sights on their weapons, which give added critical, and if they have that, you can't give them a scope. So I'm gonna give her this one, and then just change that item to a hair trigger. I think that's gonna be best. I mean, she doesn't need the auto loader. That, and then he doesn't need a grenade. So let's give him the AP rounds. Now this would have been a good mission to try out my new PSYOP soldier, but he's still got 1 day until he's finished training. Okay, and her rifle doesn't have any attachments on it. Let me see my sniper. Does he have a advanced scope? Okay, my sniper doesn't even have an advanced scope, so even though it's going to destroy the current scope that's on there, which is a pretty nice one, I'm still going to give that scope to my sniper. And because my specialists are out of commission right now, I'm going to go ahead and give this ranger a rifle, just because that rifle has such good attachments to it. Move this, and I'll throw a battle scan on here, just for good measure. Just because I mentioned it in the last video. So I'm going to have mimic beacons on all 3 of my stealth rangers. and then I'll have my sniper, and my 2 grenaders will, I guess, just be bodyguards for my sniper in this mission. And did I give him that scope? No, I think I equipped that weapon. Now I could start building up a new sniper rifle, but then he wouldn't have that plus 3 free reloads ability. Upgrade. Alright, let's go with that superior skill. Looks like I just got an achievement. Okay, so this looks like a good squad for this mission. Now the objective is to hack the workstation on the train. Luckily, you can hack the mission objective with any soldier, even if they aren't a specialist hacker. Launch this, but you have pretty much 0 chance of getting the either one of the extra perks you can possibly get.
In position to drop.
So I'm pretty confident in this mission, even though I don't have my specialists, and I do have to fight at least one sectopod here, which they are robotic and they have tons of health, but I'm pretty confident just because I do have 2 grenaders that can shred. I have my sniper with shredder armor, and my yellow ranger, he ignores enemies' armor, and he can fire twice with his shotgun, so he can probably by himself take down the sectopod down to about half life in 1 turn.
If we can seize control of that data, we might have a shot at stopping.
Now, the way I usually fight those sectopods is I usually have my main hacker basically disable them, and then I kill whatever other enemies are in that sectopod squad, and then the turn afterwards I focus fire the sectopod and destroy it. But I don't have that option this time, so I might have to just toss a mimic beacon out there to distract the sectopod. So there's 9 enemies here according to the Shadow Chamber listing. But there may be reinforcements here as well.
Position confirmed.
And I do have full squad concealed, which is
Orders
nice.
confirmed. On the move.
Okay, so this is kind of an odd mission because it has this train car and maybe even another train car up there. It looks like it's a train station. Well, the problem with train stations is when you move your soldiers up here, you can't see if there's enemies right on the other side of the train car. So I'm just going to move down this way and then straight over to here, and then move straight up here into the building, just so I have a clear line of fire.
Headed there now.
Headed there now.
All day.
Rolling. Moving out.
On my way.
Alright, so let's just move these
Affirmative,
soldiers
moving
up
out.
here. And I'm just dashing them up here because I do have limited time on this mission.
Moving to position.
Right, so let's see. Just move this
Moving out.
ranger up here. And you'll notice I call my rangers scouts sometimes. That's just because that's kind of the role I put them in.
Confirmed.
So if I had a specialist here, I would try and hack that turret up there, but I'm just going to have to probably take it out with my sniper. So let's go ahead and put my sniper, put him right back here. And he should have a clean shot on that turret next turn. Then I can't put the rest of my squad too far forward, except for my rangers.
Got it. Moving.
So let's keep the grenadiers back
Already
here,
there.
kind of to act like bodyguards.
Talk.
Now this is, I believe, the first time I'm playing with with 3 rangers in a squad, and it is kind of nice having all of them stealthed. I wonder what a stealth playthrough with 6 concealment rangers would look like. I mean, they could put a really devastating amount of damage on enemies with 6 shotguns. Okay, so let's go ahead and fire with my sniper. Unfortunately, turrets don't count as enemies, so there will be still 9 enemies after I destroy that. Okay, so this is that plasma cannon. Okay, it has pretty good range, but not enough range to destroy that. So I'm gonna move my rangers up and see if they can take a shot without compromising their position.
That's affirmative.
See if I can finish that off. So I think I can take a shot here. And I don't think I will activate any more.
Hostile terminated. I'm busted.
I'm trusting you here.
Right, so let's move my grenadiers forward, just in case some enemies pop out.
Moving to Overwatch.
I'm on the move.
Alright, so no enemies came within sight, so I'm just going to run up there.
Come get some.
I'm on it.
That's that for that turn. Now I am kind of running out of time, but I'm in a good position. I mean, it's right there. I just have to go into this building, but there's probably a squad inside here. So what I'm going to do, I think, is the old blow a hole in the side of the building trick.
Got some advent here.
Ooh, wow. I could have also, I guess, fired a grenade up there and where the turret was, and I think if you destroy the ground below the turret, it just falls and dies instantly. But I actually did. I never think to do that type of stuff when I'm playing. I always forget I can actually do that. So these guys are primed up here for grenade, and that'll also blow that hole in the building that I was talking about. It's just blowing a hole in the side of the building gives you destroys cover, gives you clear sight inside the building, so you don't have to like squeeze all your soldiers through.
Commander, we have confirmation of the exposed access point.
And he should be able to pop his serial skill here and take out those two guys.
Have at it, challenge. There you go.
Ooh, we hit that one too. I actually thought he was going to be shooting this one, but you can't see it because of this car. And I think I can take him. I'm going to pop my Reaper skill. I think I can kill both of those guys.
Quiet. They've seen me. Happy now?
Okay, I can't actually see him anymore. So I'll have to take the shot.
X-ray neutralized. They've seen me. On the move.
Now, I am worried about that sectopod because I haven't seen it yet, and they can just run at a building and basically just split the building in half. They cut through the buildings like a hot knife through butter, basically.
Copy that. Moving to Overwatch.
I'm on it. Moving to designated coordinates. Moving to position.
Alright, let's go ahead and hack this terminal.
Securing terminal.
Yeah, you see these chances? I mean, there's almost no chance here, so... He's got a tech score of 20. I think my best hacker has a tech score of like 190. That would have been funny if he got that plus 20 hacking, though. Then I guess he could become my hacking ranger.
Piece of cake. We We've confirmed successful acquisition of the Advent files. Eliminate any
Okay, so it
remaining
looks like the
hostiles in the area.
sectopod's over in this direction. So I'm just gonna go reload, go on to
Ready to go.
Overwatch.
Overwatch.
And then if he doesn't pop out soon,
What's over
then
there? On
if he doesn't
Overwatch.
pop out there next turn, then I'm just going to do like a tactical
Oh, yeah.
retreat back towards my sniper into this more open area because,
I'm on it.
like I said, you don't want to be caught off guard in a building when a sectopod charges in. He will just run you over. Like I revealed him.
It hit the plate. Deflection. Advent troops here.
Oh, here he comes. I really hope he doesn't step on any of my soldiers.
Not good.
Looks like he's still coming in. Right, so I'm gonna lead this off by firing a rocket at those
I'm
two
trusting you
regular
here.
soldiers. Should get rid of their cover. I don't think I can hit them with this. Oh, maybe. No, I can't do that. So I'm gonna have to do the rocket.
Firing rocket.
Take that 90% shot.
Happy now?
I really want to try this plasma thing. Maybe I can fire it from here. Can I hit both? Let me, ooh, I think I can hit both. Maybe I don't have to. Oh yeah, that looks good right there. Let's see what this plasma cannon does.
Light 'em up.
Ooh, okay, okay. I like it. I like that a lot. That's what I'm talking about. If I did a playthrough with just 6 grenaders, you just have stuff like that firing off at all times. Then my yellow guy here, he should be able to just wipe the floor with that now. Boom and boom. One shot. That should be it for this mission. Oh, guess not. There are more.
On the move.
So since I only have 2 moves left, I'm just going to reload and go into Overwatch.
Ready to engage.
Usually
Ready to
once you
rock.
complete the mission objective,
On
usually
Overwatch.
the last enemy group or enemy group,
Scanning.
they just kind of move towards your soldiers and walk into your Overwatch. Oh, this building needs a little renovation. I think the entire top of this building is gone. Let me go check out my sniper's view. Oh, it's still got a little bit left up there. So now we will get everyone outside here
On your order.
so they have a clear line of fire.
I'm on it. Okay.
Because I'm not sure which direction the enemy
Come get them. Moving to Overwatch.
come from, but it might actually tell me.
Ready to engage.
Reloaded.
Back in.
Alright, it should tell me after
Covering now. Affirmative.
this
Covering
enemy's
now.
turn.
Possible hostile contact.
Okay, that direction. So, start heading that way.
I'm a ghost.
And I'll cloak my rangers.
Concealed. Headed there now. They keep these trains running around the clock, but you'll never see them loading or unloading any cargo. At least not where anyone can see it.
Now, this is what I was talking about at the beginning when I decided to use that strategy to come down this way and then go up to the building rather than go straight through the train cars. Because there's an enemy squad hidden right here, right behind these train cars, and I can't see them. They might be up here somewhere, but the train cars block your vision basically completely. Because even that window above my Green Ranger, that's above them, so there might be an enemy right here, and I can't see them. I think what I'm going to do is just go up on this roof next turn. And, ooh, okay, so there's the enemy.
Position compromised.
So that right there just shows exactly why I don't approach train cars normally. I only did it here just because it's the last group of enemies, and I can just toss a mimic beacon and be fine. What would be ideal is if I could just blow the whole train car up, but I can't really do that because my soldiers are standing right next to them. Or can I? Okay, I've never actually used this ability. That actually looks kind of cool. If you're out in the open and you need heavy cover. Just put a grenade there. Okay, so alright, I didn't know that you can blow these train cars up, so that gives me a clear field of vision for all those enemies, which is nice. Snipers back here being useless. But there's no way my sniper can get up here before I kill these enemies and be effective at all. He basically has to sprint for 2 turns. So I'm just going to put him on Overwatch. And he might be able to, you know, barely see an enemy through these pillars and whatnot that charges at my guys.
Confirmed. Grenade out.
And this is going to be my last move.
On the move.
And I'm going to toss out that mimic. Just put it at least right here so that he has to move a couple steps. I mean, if he steps forward a couple steps, my sniper might be able to get him.
They're on to me. Watch the flanks! They're moving!
I should probably put the mimic beacons. I just thought of it. I should probably... Well, I guess I can't put them on my grenaders because then they would lose a grenade, basically.
One quick slice.
Use that Reaper skill. All of the Ranger's skills are pretty much like really nice. I have Reaper on this one, which allows her to do just constant sword attacks as long as she just keeps killing the enemy. And then my other Ranger on the same tier, same rank, got the ability where he can fire twice. So both of those abilities are really good. And he also has Death from Above perk, which I never seem to have the ability to use. It's not that effective on a Ranger. I tried to use him with a rifle earlier in this playthrough, just to give him some medium range, and the shotgun, the plasma shotgun, ends up being so powerful that he's always right next to the enemies for the most part. So Death from Above is kind of nice. If I would have been able to get on top of that train car, I could have used it and possibly fired 3 times. So this time around, it was a guerrilla mission and guerrilla ops mission, and then there was a council mission, and instead of a retaliation mission like usually happens, there was another guerrilla ops. So there might not be any more retaliation missions. I've done, I believe, I've done 4 retaliation missions, and maybe they don't pop up anymore because there are no more of those alien black site facilities on the map. So there's really no aliens to attack the settlements, I guess. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to finish healing up my soldiers that were injured in the previous mission, and then I'm going to hit that campaign story mission objective facility. So I'm going to go ahead and end this video right here. Thank you for all your support. I am a fairly new YouTuber and streamer, so if you could just hit that like button on this video once I post it up on YouTube, I really appreciate it, and it helps out a lot. And as always, thank you for watching.